Hello everyone and welcome back to my reaction to The Next Prince. We are watching episode 6 today. If you don't know me, my name is Brinley, otherwise known as Bryn, and I make all sorts of reaction, review, and sometimes critique content here on the internet, and I'm so glad you're tuning in today. Another thing I like to do on my channel is I like to dress for the theme of the series. Now you might be saying, Brinley, that is not giving royal. What is going on, diva? Now, someone who watches messaged me and they said, Brinley, I know you haven't watched the episode yet. And mind you, when I got this in my DM, I was very nervous they were about to spoil something. Or like give me like real spoilers, if that makes sense. And they did not. They were like, Brinley, you know how you dress up each week. This week you should do something different because they go to a club. And I said, oh. And they said, I want to see your club fit. And I said, in my head, I went, y'all think I'm so much cooler than I actually am. I don't go to clubs that much. But I decided to bring out a club fit, okay? I got this sheer top, okay? And you know, this like, I guess it's like a tube top or it's like some sort of tank top under it. It's cropped. And so this is my club fit, okay? Because apparently we're going to the club today. In the club, we're all fam, right? So that is this outfit. This is the club. I don't know if they dress like this in the club in Emily. We'll find out. So anyways, before we get started, please make sure you are subscribed, give this video a like, and let me know what you think about the episode down below. Okay, let's hop into the 6th episode of The Next Prince. I am so excited. Oh, I forgot that's how it ended. I'm so excited, chat. Oh, man. Oh, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. He is so me. His reactions, so me. Relatable. Real and true. Do you think he ships it? I think he does. So that's his bio dad. And I felt like in the book, I wanted to see their relationship developed more. And so I'm excited to see if the show will do that. So let's find out. It's so interesting how physically he changes whenever he's like back into his guard persona. And something I do really appreciate is they have so many like physical actors in the show, because like Z is doing it too, and he's doing it really well when there isn't someone who's a really, really high status. Well, Conan, but besides him, when there is someone around like Conan's dad, the king, Rachata, you can see him shift into his Charan royal guard mode, and then you can see him relax it when he's not. And Jimmy does that too. And I think, I don't know, they're both really powerful physical actors, and I think it just helps enhance their performance. I mean, I love it. I love it. I like him. I like him. He's he just skyrocketed to #1 dad in the show right now. Or #1 royal dad in the show. I think that is so great that he's saying this and taking the time to say this to Conan, because I think he can tell that Conan is feeling like a lot of pressure from the king, from the country, from his cousins. And I think this is a really great conversation to have, and maybe he can start trusting his dad. And that's so funny because earlier, literally less than a minute ago, I was like, I'd like to see his relationship with his dad develop more. Well, here we go. And Conan looks so earnest in this scene. I think Nunew's doing a really good job playing it. No, I can't. Why is Conan's bio dad kind of... Except I'm not kidding. I'm being 100% serious. I would hate having people watch me like get ready for bed like this. Oh, I saw the schemer look. Conan is about to run a gambit. Is that? Yeah, he's about to run a gambit. My little schemer. Love him so much. When I read the book, he was like my favorite part of the book that we were able to like see inside his head, because the way he like processes information is so interesting to me, and the way he schemes, and like we kind of got a glimpse of that with his little side eye. I love it. Charan is trying so hard. Look at the way he's standing. He is trying so hard to resist his desires and stay attuned to his duty. I cannot wait for him to fold. Honestly, that is going to be so delicious. When he eventually folds, I will be sad. Their tension is crazy. Okay, this outfit on Conan, it eats. The costuming department, once again, let me give you props.
เราอยากไปเห็นของที่คนปกติเขาหาซื้อกันได้อะ
That is something I respect about Conan. He's staying, despite the fact that he's playing the Game of Thrones, he's running his little gambits, which I admire. I love these things. But also he's down to earth. He's like, I kind of don't want to deal with any of this royal BS, but I will be because I got to run the gambit and I'm playing the Game of Thrones. But at the same time, I want to see what kind of pearls the people have access to. And I respect it. I do.
คุณชลันก็จะพาเราไปด้วยชาครีไม่ต้องไปหรอกเนาะโอเคใช่ไหม
He wants to go on a date with Charan so badly. No, but also at the same time, like, Charan is like the one person. Charan was there for him at like the scariest moment of his life. So it makes so much sense that Conan would kind of want to be around him, because when you find someone that makes you feel safe, you want to be around them and to continue feeling that sense of safety, especially in a situation where you feel out of place, you feel like you don't know anyone, where everybody and everything is new. Like, this makes total sense for his character. Like, he's a fish out of water, but he has a guide and he wants to be with that guide, and also the guide, he thinks the guide is hot, you know? Like, both things can be true at the same time.
ให้เลิกพูดราชาศัพท์กับผม
Oh!
ไหมไม่เหมาะสมใช่ไหมคะทั้งชา
I love Conan, man. He is an inspiration with the way he goes after what he wants. He does not play. He does not play.
เลยดัดแปลงด้วยการใส่เครื่องเทศลงไปด้วย
Charan is so soft-spoken. Or maybe it's just the way he talks to
ต้องสั่งยัง
Conan.
ไงครับ
ท่านชายคณินนี่
Because he likes him. Sorry, just wanted to make that clear. You know, because they like each other. You know?
หนึ่งเอ็มห้าปิดฝา
I mean, that'd be pretty sick, walking around with someone who, like, oh my god, it's like Samuel and Darshan. Kidding. But, like, somebody who's walking around just like, oh, yeah, you're my wallet. That is pretty cool. I'm surprised they don't have more guards with
มา
them.
ชิมไหม
Oh!
ผม
Oh!
รู้นะว่าเคยกินแล้ว แต่ก็อยากให้กินด้วยกันไง
How can you resist? All I have to say is the shipping page, who's shipping Conan and Charan, gets an image of this. Oh, they're gonna lose their mind. That Facebook page they're gonna crash out. I think this is really cute, and I can't believe he gave in and let Conan feed him. I saw that look, Charan. I know what you are. A simp for Conan. I get you, man.
กระหม่อมจะพาไปที่หนึ่ง
Oh, Charan, you're folding. You're folding. It won't be long now. I suspect next episode you're gonna fold. Maybe even bend. That, chat, was an innuendo. Did any... Oh man, I can't believe I made one. I suspect he will be giving it. Okay, and listen, I love a slow burn. Like, something I really like about series. Okay, so like this series has a lot going on in it. And something I love is, so like something else I love about We Are, which kind of, you'll see how I connect it. In We Are, there's a bunch of ships. But there's like, I would say the main ship of We Are feels like Pon and Puan's characters. Or I think or maybe Winnie and Satongs are equally as main, but that's an ensemble show, so it works a little bit differently. But something I like about We Are is, while the pacing is not perfect, and that show is definitely not perfect, but something I love about that is that the couples all experience different rates of development. I kind of like that too here. Because some people, even though I love slow burn is one of my like favorite tropes and one of my favorite things to read. Like if I'm reading fanfic, I love to read slow burn. I love that. But not everybody likes slow burn. And so I think it's really cool that we have like what, at least right now, because we are, mind you, on episode 6. So honestly, like all of these statements could be thrown out the window if, episode 8, like, messes up their character development. Like we don't know what's going to happen. So hindsight is 2020, so keep that in mind. But what I like is they're slow burn, and I guess Calvin and Jay will probably be even more slow burn, but I don't know, we haven't seen much of them yet. And Ramel and Peitai are not slow burn. And so what I kind of like about having options is, for those who like slow burn, we have slow burn. For those who don't like slow burn, you have another option too. So it like helps, I don't know, I feel like it often will help people who have a lot of anxiety, like me. It can also help me calm down, because a lot of times other shows, like Wandy Good Day, for example, they use different pacing of different characters and different character development to kind of foil each other, which is a writing strategy. Which I guess I could probably make a whole different video about like foils, because it's so fascinating to me. I love foils. But another thing is that a lot of times when the main ship is experiencing conflict, the side ship will not be experiencing the same kind of conflict, or they won't be experiencing conflict. Like I think the perfect example is Wandy Good Day, because when the main ship is experiencing clashing, Oye and Cher, they are experiencing domestic bliss. And so that way it can also tamper anxiety. And obviously you can flip it. When the main ship is experiencing happiness and the side ship is not, that way it kind of keeps people entranced, and I love it. But all that to say, because I know some people don't like slow burn, so I was trying to address the folks who don't like slow burn with that little tangent. But for me, I love slow burn, and I feel like Charan is starting to give in. I hope that made sense.
นี่คุณอยู่ที่นี่แค่2 คนกับคุณพ่อบ้านเหรอคฤหาสน์นี้สร้างขึ้นตั้งแต่ก่อตั้งประเทศเอเมรี
He brought him to his house. Maybe he's gonna fold this episode.
ดูไม่เห็นเหมือนคฤหาสน์ตระกูลองครักษ์ที่เก่าแก่เลย
Oh my god, he is looking at him with hard eyes. He wants Kanan so bad. Charan, just act on it. That's like what's so delicious about slow burn, because at some point, like especially when it's mutual pining, you're just kind of like screaming at them like, come on, do something. And that to me is so delicious. Like, oh my god, with Real Here in Your Sky, oh, that slow burn had me going, come on, just communicate with each other. Oh, I loved it. And I'm saying, Sharon, just act on it. Just act on it, dude. And I love to have to say that, because I love to eat up the tension, the pining. I love it.
งั้นคุณมาสอนผมวาดบ้างสิ
Oh.
มันจะเหมาะสม ผมรู้นะคุณ
That was so cute. Oh, they just need to burn. The slow burn. I need it to start burning. Just kidding. I want more slow burn. At least one more episode of slow burn. But I'm, if you know, well, I'm like a huge fan of Priory of the Orange Tree. So I think you guys understand like the long game. I can be in for the long game. Okay. That book is over 800 pages, mind you. Anyways, let's keep going.
เชิญทางโน้นดีกว่าครับ
Because he's already having a crisis thinking about you in this room every single night, like we saw last week. You are the temptation in the Garden of Eden, Kanan, to him. Oh, I still think it's so cool they used that as an allegory, I guess, or a metaphor for the mental state of two of the characters. Like, oh, okay, writers, chef's kiss on that one.
ไข่มุกนี่เป็นของสะสมของแม่ผม
That's so cool that he's showing them to Conan. I love that. Charan, you're so down bad. I know you don't want to admit it, but you are. They're showing this to us for a reason. I wonder how it's going to come back around. Like, is he going to propose with that ring? I don't know. I don't know if it's Conan's style. We'll find out.
ขออนุญาตนะครับ
You're going to put it on him? Charan, you are putting the ring on him? Okay, desire is winning. Desire is winning. I'm so sorry to your duty, Charan, but your desire is clearly winning. Oh my god, look at his face. They're both so happy about this. Like, oh, he's not putting it on. He's just handing it to him. That would have been too boundary crossing for Charan to put it on. To be like,
คุณเห็นด้วยตาแบบนี้แล้ว
oh, I said that they would get caught.
สื่อ
Oh!
สำคัญกว่าไอ้คณิน
I did not even clock. I was so distracted by the people shipping them. Wait. Chat? Are those the shirts from that scene in the trailer? Shut up. Shut up. I did not think this would happen this early. Obviously, they're not slow burn, but... Are these their pajamas? They're kind of like slaying the pajama look. That kind of... Oh my god. Wait, we're kind of giving the same vibes. I did not do that on purpose. That's so funny. I'm gonna give myself a little pat on the back. Although we're not clubbing. Was I lied to?
ถึงไม่สืบข้อมูลของท่านชายคณินไม่มีเรื่องไหนให้โจมตีได้บ้าง
ที่เธออยาก
I feel like Petai... I feel like... And people feel free to disagree with me. But I feel like he is the one who is pulling the strings in him and Rommel's relationship. Well, kind of. But I definitely think he has power in their relationship, in that he is giving Rommel the reins. The reins. I did not... I should have said leash, shouldn't I? But no, I trying to get back to what I was saying with this comment from him. I feel like, you know, they've known each other for so long, right? So I feel like in a way, I guess he's trying to be like Rommel's impulse control a little bit. And, you know, honestly, that's, if you're someone who crashes out a lot like me, having someone who can like help bring you back down to earth. Although me and Rommel are very different. I am like, la 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 la, head in the clouds all the time. But having someone who can help bring you back down to earth and think about things in a different way, that's really positive, in my opinion.
ว่าไอ้คณินกับไอ้ชลันน่ะมันคบกันจริงๆหรือเปล่า
Okay, I feel like there's going to be some misinterpretation here. I think if Petai might be jealous, because if Charan and Kanin are dating, I think he might be a little jealous because of their situation. Because I think more than anything, he might want to just be able to be happy.
เธอจะเสียใจไหม
Okay, this reminds me of a scene in the book. I do remember this scene because somebody asked me about it. And so I went and looked it up. Well, not this scene, but a scene in the book. They're riding horses and they have a very similar conversation. Because Ramel is jealous of Charan and Petai's friendship. And so I'm curious to see how they're going to handle it in the show. Because in the book, I thought it was very explicit how Petai handled it in saying essentially that, you know, I choose, you're my person. That's it. I'm paraphrasing. But that is like how the scene kind of went in the book. So I'm curious to see how it goes here.
เพราะกระหม่อมคือคนของท่านชายรามิน
เธอเป็นของเราจริงๆใช่ไหม
Petai's into it. Oh, that was perfect. He's into it. I love this for him. The smirk. The eye contact. contact. I'm not surviving this, friends. The smirk and the eye contact, we are learning so much about them without them saying anything. They are masterful. They're masterful. You know how I was praising Z's physical acting skills? Them too. They're like physicality and their facial expressions. Like, I feel like, okay, maybe we gotta applaud Cruden, because isn't Cruden the acting coach on this? Because zeenunew, jimmyohm, and a bunch of other actors so far, I really feel that they are embodying their roles in such a natural way. And I really feel like we got to give props to Cruden for this. And also their raw talent, because they're all super talented. But I'm wondering if that was part of the acting coaching, or at least like a choice in the direction. I don't know, because I feel like it's very natural. And so like when I did acting, my preferred like method was Meisner, if y'all know. I mean, or I preferred like Meisner exercises, because for me, I always wanted to be very believable in my style of acting. Back in the day. Yeah, I used to do a lot of theater. Anyways, nevertheless, I just really want to compliment Cruden and their talent. Like, to the entire cast, like, you guys are eating. And it's so... Okay, it's kind of like the idea of show not tell. It's this scene is the exact idea of show not tell. And the same thing with the horseback riding scene with Ramel and Peitai in the book. Because this entire scene tells us so much about their dynamic. We'll see how it continues. But the same with the horseback riding scene in the book. Oh my god, it's show not tell. That's why I like it. And that's why I also like, ooh, I hit myself. That's also why I like how physical all of the actors are being and the character choices they are making, whether that is spearheaded by them or with help and instruction from Cruden or the director, okay? I love that because it's giving show not tell. Because sometimes exposition, I'm just like, you know that Sabrina Carpenter gif that's like, I'm not doing it right. But sometimes exposition is just way too much and way too boring. So I love it when there's show not tell. That's why I'm eating this up. That's why I'm eating up this show. Because I think I love a show that forces me to think critically and analyze it, that doesn't just serve it to me easy on a platter. That's what I really like about The Next Prince so far.
อัศวะเทวาทินก็เปรียบเสมือนดังดวงตะวันของมีนานักครินทร์ เดี๋ยวลงไปเข้า
Okay, so again with the show not tell and like masterful writing, something that in my MFA program, I have an MFA in writing for children. Yeah, lore drop. But something that we would talk about a lot is, you know, everything in your book has to be there for a reason. And so when they're showing us something is in this TV show, they're showing it to us for a reason, like that ring. We'll see a callback to that eventually. I am wondering what they're trying to set up with this guy right here, because this feels very random. But here's the thing. This is a complicated show, and they want it to be complicated because they are trying to do something new and different, right? They are trying to make a first, right? And so I feel like every choice is being made intentionally. And so it'll be interesting to see where this plot thread picks up. And I hope it does pick up, because sometimes in shows they'll set things up, not Demundi necessarily, but I'll notice this in shows in general where a really cool plot line will get, you know, drawn out a little bit, and then in the last 2 episodes they drop it. So let's see how this goes. How did he get
ไข่
one?
มุกสีเหลืองหมายถึงการเป็นมิตรที่ดีและไม่มี
Oh,
ปัญหาสุขภาพ ผมมอบให้คุณ
Charan, you gave him a pearl from your mom's collection? Dude, you want him so bad.
ถ้าอย่างนั้นก็ดีเลย
I didn't expect we would see him. He looks so good in blue.
ว่าหลานกับเจ้าชายขาววินนั้นอายุรุ่นราวคราวเดียวกัน
Is he trying to set them up? No. That would be interesting. Because they both have different love. They both are interested in different people.
และอีกอย่างหนึ่งปูอยากจะให้หลานพาเจ้าชายไปเที่ยว
Oh, he's playing
ที่
host.
สวิตเมดจะมีรามินกับเอวาไปด้วย
ไปค่ะ
Hashtag family trip, family outing plus Calvin. We are gonna be so getting along. This is gonna end in disaster.
น้องหญิงตีสนิทกับคณิน
Ava is so interesting to me because I want to learn more about her. But I feel like she has not gotten a lot of development yet. And I'm not sure if she will this episode, but we'll find out. But I kind of want to learn more about her. I'm trying, because like I made this Dungeons and Dragons like themed post about the next prince, like who would be what like class in Dungeons and Dragons, and she's just a mystery to me because in the book we barely got anything about her. I'm wondering if she'd be an artificer. Gut reaction is ranger because of archery, but that just feels too basic. Maybe some sort of ranger that's like has an influence, a lot of spell casting. I don't know. Also, this look on Jimmy. He looks great in green. What can I say?
ผมหวังจะเกาะกระแสไปให้ประชาชนนิยมไร้สาระ
แต่กระหม่อมว่าหากฝ่าบาทมีกระแสก็คงจะดีไม่น้อยนะพะยะค่ะ
What did I say? Impulse control. Impulse control right there. Also, his smile is so adorable. That's my Shayla. I'm so glad to see Peitai smile. It's much an improvement from a few weeks ago when there was no smiles.
ทำไมจะไม่ได้ล่ะ นี่ก็สนามของน้องหญิงไม่ใช่เหรอ
มาถึงทวิตเมด
Oh, did Ramil just try to be nice? Oh, Peitai's got Ramil wrapped around his finger. I mean, I knew that, but it's good to see confirmation.
ฐานะเราอยากลองไปเที่ยวในเมืองเพิ่งเซิร์ชมาน่าสนใจสุดๆเลย
Conan always wants to go in public. He's like, let's all go in public. And I feel like that stresses out his guards. Not just Sharan, but like all of his personal, like his secret service. I'm sure they're like, Conan, why do you always want to leave the palace?
ไปเที่ยวด้วยกันไหมเพคะ คนมาเยอะถึงจะสนุก
Everyone is being so polite right now. Watch me have to take that back in 2 seconds. Family outing. Ah! I told y'all he's pulling the strings. Well, metaphorically. Impulse control strings. Impulse control strings. Look at that approving glance. I told you, that's Peitai is Ramil's impulse control.
พี่จะพาไปเที่ยวกับเจ้าชายเขาวินได้ยังไง
He's trying very hard. Ava's side eye. She's like, okay, you're speaking BS right now because I know you. We're technically like, you know, all royals. I know you. I've known you since I was a kid. I'm side eyeing that. Oh, Ava, live Ava reaction. I gotta make that. You know that live slug reaction meme. I see one of those in my future.
หญิงชอบดูคนดรังมากกว่า
I freaking love Ava. Oh, she wins. She wins this episode for me. Does she like gossip? I feel like I would invite her to the tea party. You know what I mean? Like if we're gonna have like a spill the tea party while we drink wine and eat cheese, I would invite Ava. I think I would also invite Conan and Peitai. We would have a gossip session, and I have a very fancy tea set, so we could have our wine in the tea set, and with fancy cheeses and fruits. It would be the tea spilling session. It would be so much fun. I could get all the hot royal gossip. You know what would also be good to invite? Shakri, because I feel like he's got all the tea too, but he might not want to share it because of like duty, but I feel like we could be like, oh, but it's okay, this is just us. It's just our group.
แล้ว
Dance.
เหรอท่านพี่รามิน
แล้วเห็นว่าพี่มาหรือยังล่ะ
Well, he's back to being rude. It lasted 5 seconds. Ramel always has this look on his face like he's going through it. And I guess if anyone in this group should have that look on their face, on their faces, it is Ramel and Peitai, because they are actively going through it. Oh my god, this pose, I love it. Sorry, Nunu is like giving icon in this random way I paused this.
ไปเต้นกัน
Yes, let's hit
จะ
it.
ดีเหรอ
ไม่ดีกว่า
Calvin's a little shy. I kind of
ไปเต้นด้วยกัน
Stop. No way. Are we about to have a diva dance moment? All diva dance moment? I dreamed of times like these. I've dreamed of times like these. Oh.
หม่อม
Yeah.
หม่อมอะ
She's like, Peitai, I like kind of know you well enough to know you can throw it back on the dance floor. Like, I don't know that, Ava thinks, but like, I definitely get the vibe that you can throw it back on the dance floor, Peitai. Ramel's not happy. Oh, I dreamed of this group of 3 together. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to everyone else, but this was fan service for me. This was literally for me. They did this for me. So they are having so much fun. This is a dream come true, and they're all smiling, including Peitai. Oh, wow. This is the joint gay and sapphic slay I've been waiting for. Oh, Charan, are you gonna fold? You gonna fold? Oh, I feel like Conan is scheming. I feel like, I don't know what he's about to do, but he's scheming. Oh, people are gonna take photos of this. Shakri! I love that he's just here and someone's hitting on him. I love that. Also, I think Ramil is not gonna be happy about this if Charan ends up dancing with Kanan and people take it really well, because I feel like when he watches them, so if you think about it, Ramil and Peitai serve as foils for Charan and Kanan. It is a really strong literary device. It's a good method. It is. And I feel like he's going to be jealous because more than anything, he wants to be in public. I could be interpreting this wrong, but this is the vibe if he crashes out, okay, he wants more than anything to be able to be happy and in public with Peitai. Because they're foils of each other, and he wants what right now he can't have, which is what he thinks maybe Charan and Kanan have. We'll see though. Oh my gosh, they're having so much fun. Oh, here comes the crash out. I guarantee it. See? Oh, they're so cute. Oh, I love it. Their tension's interesting right now. Their tension is tensioning. Oh, crash out incoming. I can read this man like a book. The lighting is an interesting shade in here. Oh, is it? Oh my god, is it the shade of the province they're in? Because isn't their crest pink? Oh, look at that world building. Go off world building. We love it.
กระหม่อมเป็นเหมือนสัตว์เลี้ยง
Oh, he's into it.
สัตว์เลี้ยงที่ซื่อสัตย์และพร้อมจะรับฟังทุกคำสั่งของฝ่าบาทพะยะค่ะ
They're kissing in public? That's a huge deal. to kiss in public in Emily because of the whole kissing thing. My gosh. I told y'all. I think he's really into it. And you know what? If he's into it, I'm not gonna yuck his yum. You know what I mean? And I support him. Clearly, maybe he's a schemer too. Number 1 schemer, Conan. Number 2, Peitai. Because clearly he's happy about that reaction. I wonder if Peitai's the type to like purposefully set Ramil off. He might be. But I definitely think I'm right about Ramil being jealous of Charan and Conan being on the dance floor together. I definitely think he was jealous of that because he wants that for himself and Peitai. And the fact that he just kissed him in public, considering the cultural conventions in Emily around kissing. I mean, there's nobody there, but they are in public. Someone could have walked in. Maybe someone did see them. We don't know. That smirk just told me everything I need to know. Oh, Calvin is drunk. Is he okay? Someone should check up on him. Because, like, clearly he doesn't want to go home. Does he have a bad home life? Oh, no. Calvin. Oh, no.
ท่านหญิงเอวา กระหม่อมขอฝากท่านชายคณินไว้ด้วยพะยะค่ะ
What are either of them gonna do about this? Who the heck is this? Okay. Sharan is so cool. He's so unbothered by this. He's a cool guy. I see what Conan's into him. I don't understand how any of them thought that they could go against him. Wait, it's because they don't know he can fight. But I feel like if they have insider intel, they would know that, right? Oh, it's raining. Perfect. It always is raining when we're fighting men on the street. Is he gonna have a flashback again? Oh, is this like the night his mom died? But he has flashbacks to that?
ผมอยู่ตรงนี้ อยู่ข้างๆคุณ
I feel like Sharan needs to get this story out because it's clearly messing with his head.
ให้ผมดูแลคุณบ้างนะ
That's so precious. That is so precious. It's kind of like he's repaying him and he also loves him. It's just, oh, that's precious.
พวกเขาที่ฝนตก มันน่ากลัวสำหรับผม
Let me just compliment Conan for a second. I think he's handling this really well. And he's being very mature about it. I mean, Conan is very mature, to me. He just knows what he wants and goes after it. He's a schemer. But he's also mature, and because of his scheming, I don't know, he's so good at, like, clocking people in situations. Yeah. I think he's handling this pretty well. Yeah, Charan, I know you're torn between your desire for Conan and your duty, okay? I get it. It's hard, man. But I also think you shouldn't be alone tonight. So I think staying with him, that's a good plan. In my mind, I support my schemer. I'm on the side of my schemer, okay? Oh. He's crying. Conan cares about Charan so much. I really admire it. I really admire how much, like, Conan cares and how much he's like, I'm gonna go after what I want and I'm not gonna let convention stand in that way. I wonder who's gonna initiate because they're clearly about to kiss. A new OST, or did I just miss it last week? Okay, this is interesting to me because I feel like I like that they're playing with their dynamic a little bit because this is very, it's so different than Cutie Pie. I think that's very interesting, and I feel like it's an intentional choice, and I like it. And it's very like their kiss is very like tentative, but I think that is important for their characters because Charan, he's only ever kissed one person, right? Kanan. This is his what, second kiss of all time? So it's very like, I wonder if the director or like the acting coach or zeenunew themselves made this call, but I think it was it was a good character choice. And I love it when I can see actors making explicit, decisive character choices. And listen, Charan gave in. He gave in. Desire won. Congratulations to Desire. You won. You won. But I do think it's interesting that they chose such an emotionally challenging moment for their well, not their first kiss, but I don't know, for their kiss that was intentional. Their first kiss that was intentional, because like the Pocky kiss, that wasn't really intentional, right? So I think it is so interesting because it helps show who they are to each other, because Charan and Kanan, feel free to disagree, to me, I feel like they see each other as their like safe zone. Or at least they're starting, Kanan feels that way, and I think Charan is beginning to see Kanan that way. And it's kind of like the idea of two characters coming together and they can heal each other. And I think that is so magical and beautiful, and I love it when that happens. And so I think it was a perfect moment of the slow burn to start burning because of how much emotional depth is connected into their relationship, or at least their relationship so far. Again, I don't know where this show is going. This is episode, 6? So that is what I think about this kiss. I felt like it was an intentional choice, and I think it was a good choice for their character arc so far. Oh, they're so interesting to me. I'm definitely gonna like marinate on them for a little bit because I don't know. I just love it when a ship like heals each other. When a ship is each other's person, and I think that is magical and beautiful. Wow, what a great episode. Okay, we had the first intentional kiss with Charan and Kanan. I thought it was very good. I liked this episode. I did. I felt like it taught us a lot about most of the characters. And I like that because to me, it didn't really feel like filler. It felt like all of this is important for understanding how these characters are going to develop and change and affect the plot. And I can kind of see like how they're building up and how these characters are interacting with each other. Now, Ava's the one who's still kind of a mystery to me. I feel like we need more about her, but I think I'm getting a grasp on Calvin. I really feel like there's something going on at his home life that he's not happy about. Maybe he'll leave the royalty to be with Jay. Maybe. Ava, still a mystery to me. Although it seems like her dad has a lot of expectations, and she seems like sometimes she respects them, but other times she's like, I'm gonna do my own thing. And I respect that. I respect that about Ava. We're working our way down the character list in my head. Ramil and Peitai, I talked a lot about them earlier, but again, I really do think they're foils of Charan and Kanan, and I think Ramil's jealousy of Charan and Kanan is also further proof that they're foils. And it'll be interesting to see how all of these character arcs come together at the climax, because they all will be affecting the climax, right, of the story. That's why we have so many characters. And, it helps the world feel full and real. But also Peitai being the impulse control, I know that's right. And Peitai, again, I think he's provoking Rodmill on purpose. I think it's his little game he likes to play. I mean, he clearly likes to play that game. We all saw that smirk. Now, moving on to Kanan. Oh my God. Everything we learn about him, he's so fascinating to me. I love how he's such a schemer, and the way in which he moves. I feel like maybe he inherited this from his family, but he moves the chessboard pieces. But his intention is He's really into Charan right now. Well, at least we saw him moving those chessboard pieces a little bit today, like getting him to dance with him. And I think that it was an intentional choice to have Kanan cry before the kiss, because I think in that moment they both felt intentionally, emotionally raw with each other. And it was a good moment for them to come together and start their journey becoming one in a partnership, which I think is really cool. We'll have to see though. Who knows? Sometimes shows like to bait, okay? You know, sometimes characters will start off like this and then they'll pretend it never happened. And then it'll take 2 more episodes for them to get together. But at least that's what I kind of think is going on right now. Charan, we're learning more about him. And again, I think, you know, they set up the Garden of Eden. We've been dealing with this duty or desire. He's giving into his desires. He wants Kanan because Kanan is that person to him. And I love it when a ship is like 2 sides of the same coin. I think that's beautiful. Okay, if you made it this far in the episode, leave a pink heart down below for our Sapphic Queen, Ava. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like, and I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.